I took a punt and decided to watch the latest Marvel product, Agatha All Along. And I should say right up front, I call it a product because that's what it is. A burger you forget about as soon as it hits your lips with a cheap plastic toy on the side children find diverting. And I gotta say, with that fully considered, people complaining about this show are being so silly. Perhaps I'm just naturally a contrarian, or maybe all the time I've spent meditating has made me resistant to egregores, but I can't understand how a solidly made piece of fluff can inspire so strong a reaction. Now, I'm not a fan of the depiction of Agatha Harkness. I would have preferred a less melodramatic, grounded version, and a stronger horror element in its depiction of the occult would have been nice, but I'll let that slide and look at this show for what it is. Agatha All Along is competently crafted, and it marches to the beat of its own drum, which I think is great for light entertainment. How can you not at least enjoy a simple show with a unique sensibility? Our story follows Agatha Harkness after the events of WandaVision. Now, I never saw WandaVision, so I have no clue what happened, but I do know that Agatha has found herself in some trouble. She believes her name is Agnes and that she's a detective in a New England cop show, Agnes in Westview. Her identity is in tatters and she's adrift in this universe which doesn't quite feel right. Eventually she's liberated from this spell by the help of Teen, a young mage. Or do you consider gay men to be witches because they're a little, how do you say, feminine? Anyway, Teen has been cursed and is unable to communicate any truly personal details about his life, such as his name or background, beyond generalities. He's a fanboy of Ms. Harkness and wants to work with her to travel the Witch's Road. This is a dangerous mystical locale that has at the end of the rainbow enough magical power that one can get anything they want. To achieve this goal, though, Agatha and Teen will have to build a new coven, and so they go on a mystical recruitment drive and form a ragtag band in one episode. How convenient. Our new coven must traverse the dangerous Witch's Road, all while villainous witches out for Agatha's blood harass them. Will they succeed in their journey or be gobbled up along the way? Probably the former. The first thing I noticed about Agatha All Along is it jumps from genre and style with glee, beginning as a detective show, morphing into a spoof of suburbia, before transforming into something mythical as it progresses down the esoteric rabbit hole. These changes are marked by appropriate shifts in colour grading, costume design, and dialogue, all of which was competent and ensured you could follow the progression seamlessly. I think it's great to see a show zig and zag, especially when given the freedom that a story about witches can afford anyone with an ounce of creativity, so solid stuff. The second thing worth commenting on is that Kathryn Hahn does a fine job playing a spoof of Kate Winslet from Mayor of Easttown before transforming into a cunty queer queen as Agatha Harkness. Unfortunately, I couldn't shake the vibe that Hahn was playing a childless aunt rather than a powerful witch. In the comic books, Agatha can appear as a 30-year-old, so I would have personally preferred a hot millennial witch that I may or may not have seen once or twice in my time. Shout out Enema Noira. Her thoughts on sex magic are profound. It also would have been nice if Hahn had played Agatha with a bit more gravitas instead of snark. Though she does have one good joke in episode 2, because the character of Agatha Harkness could genuinely be very cool if done right. The rest of the cast deliver solid performances, though they've had very little screen time thus far, and Aubrey Plaza does a fine job as well as a mysterious witch in her own right. But to be clear, the direction in Agatha All Along is boring, which undermines a lot of the zest the writers have tried to put into the script. There was one evocative shot in the first 2 episodes, approximately 1 hour and 20 minutes, and that was when the show was trying to be a detective drama. Everything else is a tedious series of shot-reverse shots, almost exclusively while characters are seated as they deliver exposition. It's disheartening that more talented directors fail to break into Hollywood, and then such mediocre talents are rewarded with big budgets like this. Now, one complaint I saw about Agatha All Along online was that the production team are spruiking just how gay this series will be. And it must be said that its gayness is neither transgressive like a John Waters film, nor is it romantic like a blue is the warmest colour. It's just placed there on the screen without any life behind it, which, Well, I guess it could appeal to gay people, but surely we're beyond pandering at this stage in human evolution, right? Finally, as obvious a choice as it was, it's nice that they play Donovan's Season of the Witch during the credits. If that helps bring more attention to his work, then this series will have done enough to justify its existence. So is Agatha All Along worth your time? No, not at all. But is it a dumpster fire which brings shame upon all creatives in Hollywood? No, not at all. It's just a happy meal, and if you're in the mood for a cheap burger and some fries, then go ahead. You'll be fine. Thanks for watching.
Time to finish the road.
Last one there is a nice person.